Hey everybody, Hannah here. I'm going to talk about the three most common things that I've dealt with this year coaching. Homesick, grades, and adversity. This is just my first year coaching, so I didn't get to experience a lot of it, but I did have quite a few cases of homesick. We struggled this year with grades, and adversity, that's just something that you struggle with every year. So I'll talk about the first one here, homesick. I had one athlete this year. She was very, very, very homesick. I dealt with homesick whenever I was in college. I went off my freshman year. She came from Miami, big city, I coach at Young Harris College softball. And it's a very small town, in case you didn't know. It's only about 1,200 students in the college. So it's a very small town. So I had many conversations with her to try to help her any way I could, let her know everything was going to be okay, and that I promised that she would get through it. And by the end of the year, she was loving it, and she couldn't thank me enough. So that was something that I kind of personally dealt with this year as a part of the coaching staff, because I had been there, I had experienced, and I had done it. The next thing is adversity. Adversity is something everyone faces, every team, no matter if it's softball, basketball, water polo, tennis, everything. You're going to face adversity, especially in college. You're going to have kids who may not be as good as your starting nine out there. We personally carry a roster size of 37, and that's a bunch of kids. We only have 9 spots on the field at a time. So it's a big adjustment for them because, in college you're paying to be there and everyone's good. You don't have just one person that is just a huge standout. It's a constant fight for your position. It's a constant drive and want. So that kind of adversity and adjusting not only to the college side of it or to the athletic side of it, but to the college side of it too, and the school side of it. And that kind of leads into my last point here. School this year, we struggled a lot with grades. We require our athletes to complete 4 hours of study hall to start out if they are a transfer and if they are a freshman. Freshmen have to be in there all year long, and that semester we evaluate, and if you have a 3-3, then transfers can get out. Freshmen, you have to stay in there. But we had a lot of trouble with kids not making good grades and kind of thinking that the school part of it wasn't as important. So what we do and how we handle it is we bump up study hall hours. So if you have a B in a class, that's okay. If you go down to a C, we add 2 hours of study hall. If you go down to a D, we add another 2 hours of study hall. And if you have an F, we add 4 hours of study hall. So you start with 4, and we had some kids in 12 hours this year. One kid in 15 hours, and she had to get all of her hours in our office because she was really struggling in her classes. And not only do we want to see our athletes succeed on the field, but we want to see them succeed off the field. If they come to us and they don't come out a better person and a better human and know more about life and are able to make it through life, then we'd feel like we didn't do our jobs. So those are really the 3 things that I have dealt with this year: homesick, adversity, and grades. Grades is a huge one because, for many people, sports aren't forever. You can't make a living off sports for many people. Some people can, and that's great if you can. If I could make a living off of doing what I love, it would be great. And so those are the 3 things that I think that I was faced with the most this year. And I learned a lot from it. I learned a lot from my athletes, and I think my athletes learned a lot from me. And I think that's about it. Thanks for listening. Hope everybody's doing good.